Hi, I'm Danielle, the founder and CEO of Athletesia. I want to take you through the first set of samples that I received in January 2025. And I share that because, hey, never know when you're going to actually be listening into this video. So the first items that I focused on was the sports bra and leggings. And so as part of that process, there's a tech pack that needs to be done and so on and sent to the manufacturer to work from. So one of the things before they actually sent it, they emailed me and they said, look, color hasn't come out black, it's actually come out a different color, and that's due to the tubes and the dyeing process. So this ended up being the color for the set, which is like a gray color. And so I just want to take you through a couple of the issues. Now, there's an ongoing joke with me when people are like, oh my gosh, why don't you do videos where you're actually, unboxing and sharing, your excitement or whatever the case is. As soon as I opened the pack, I was like, I'm not wearing this. And the reason why, number one, super, super loud in terms of the logo at the back of the leggings. And then also on the back of the sports bra. And while you may be looking at these leggings, and this is the one that I'll focus on for now, and thinking, oh my gosh, they look short. These are super duper stretchy and they are long. So I had them in regular and long. And when I actually go into the process of launching leggings in 2026, they will come in regular and long. So outside of the color, it was the logo being really big. Then also, because they're super stretchy, which is great, the quality is amazing, but they came up to around here. So at one point I was like, oh, hold on a minute, maybe I'm onto something because I can actually turn this into a bodysuit as well as a two-piece. So when it comes to the actual crotch area of the leggings, it was a case where it was too big. So what was happening when I tried them on, you could actually see it from the front and you could see it from the back, which was super, super unsightly. And so that meant that we had to go back to the drawing board in terms of looking at those areas. And then also with the scrunch, it was just off. Like this wasn't the way how it was meant to be. And it's really interesting because now my mindset around, leggings, etc., has really shifted in terms of what's going to be the process for 2026. But then also in terms of the stitching around this area here, it was really gathered. So as you can see, like you've got those bumps. And I don't know about you if you've ever bought something in the past when it comes to leggings, and all that ends up happening is that when you're actually wearing them, you see those bumpy areas, and that's super frustrating. So when it comes to the sports bra, there were a few things. So number one, logo being super loud on the back. And then also just the monogram of the logo as well, just not being small enough and not necessarily in the right place. And the straps were completely different to the tech pack. But in the end, I came to love the straps, which you'll see when I share the second Proto for the sports bra and leggings. And then in terms of the front, it was just really, really high up, and it just wasn't given the energy that the text packs had. So again, it was a case of going back to the drawing board. And then when it comes to where the removable pads and being able to take those out, you could actually see them, and the stitching just wasn't where it needed to be. So it didn't sit right on the body. And so those are things that we needed to actually go back and correct. And this is literally just part of the process when it comes to creating products. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. And I remember listening to so many different entrepreneurs, and they would say, your first set of samples are going to be shit. And I would be like, no, mine are going to be amazing. And I got my first set of samples and I was like, yeah, they're shit. And so this is just an insight into the process and what happens, because it's not just a case of, right, you've got this amazing tech pack and you have an idea as to what you want. You've got to try it, you've got to feel it, and then you've got to go back and course correct as and where needed. So in the next video, I will take you through the second round of Protos, just so you can see how it shifted and evolved from this to what you'll see next.